Alright guys, today we're going to do an instructional on how to tie egg sacs. Today I'm going to use Pautzke's balls of fire trout eggs. I've been using these for a few years now, and what I really like about them is the fact that I don't have to harvest the fish anymore. Now I just go to Pautzke's website, or I go up to Cabela's or Bass Pro Shops, or even some of our local tackle shops, and I can pick up some trout eggs from Pautzke, and they fish just as well as most trout eggs that I would get if I had harvested fish. Today I'm going to show you just a real quick how I tie my eggs. We're going to be going steelhead fishing in a couple weeks, and I like to tie up, a couple dozen of each color. Today we'll use pink. We'll use chartreuse. We will also use white and maybe even some orange. Other colors I also like are blue. I don't have any blue on me, but I might get some this week and tie a few up. And well, that's really about it, actually. They just work. So let's get down to it right now, and I'm going to show you quick how-to. It doesn't take long. It's not hard. Another thing we're using is all this spawn netting is from Atlas Mics, and it's phenomenal stuff. I've been using it for probably over 12 years now. They also have a little machine, Atlas Mic, that you can put the spawn netting in and tie it. I had one. It's gone. Who knows? Maybe I'll get one in the future, but for right now, I don't have one. What we're also using is Atlas Mic's magic thread. This stuff is phenomenal. You don't have to cut it. You do a couple twists around, tie it a little tight, couple twists, another couple twists, pull it, and you're done. Alright, sorry in advance. This is my first video I'm doing where I'm going to do a how-to, so I apologize. I'm getting used to it, but it's going to happen over time. Thanks in advance. Let's get down to it. Alright, we're going to start off with white. Now with the white, what I do is I put it down, and I'll try to turn this down a little bit so you guys can see. Now this top part is white. Then I have chartreuse and pink. So what I like to do is come over, grab about a quarter of a spoonful. I like mine dime to nickel size, and I'll do two different sizes as well. It all depends on what the fish want, to be honest. So some of them a little bigger, some a little smaller. Then you have a little range of sizes. So what I now do is I pick it up and I pinch it into the corners. Take all the corners and pinch them real good. Get it so it's in a nice ball, nice and even. We twist it, just so it's snug, not tight, but just snug. So it's a nice little ball like this. And we take our Atlas Mic's thread, we get it started, we do one loop, 2, 3, tighten. 1, 2, 3, pull. And that's it. Now we'll come over with our pair of scissors. We'll snip off the excess. And there you go. There's a nice white egg sac. And what I really like about these Pautzke eggs is you can actually see the blood dot inside these eggs. It's really awesome. They fish really well. So let's tie up a couple more, and so you guys get the basics on it. Let's do one more white and then we'll do one green. So we put the corners, we pinch them, we try to get it as round as possible. Then we get our netting, and we do 1, 2, 3, snug. 1, 2, 3, snug and pull. That's all there is to it. It's very easy and super effective for catching steelhead, brown trout, salmon, you name it. They just plain produce, guys. Let's see. That one's a little big, but that's all right. Sometimes you want them big if it's dirtier water so that fish can find it. And then in the clearer water, sometimes we want them a little smaller. All depends on your situation. And that's the glory about fishing, is you're constantly learning. Every time you go out, you learn something new. Tighten it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes I do more, sometimes I do less. The key is to wrap it around, snug it, then wrap it around a few more times and snug it again and pull tight. And they'll all come out pretty basic, about that. Nice and juicy though. These steelhead can't resist these things. They are incredible. We will also be fishing jigs up there. A variety of jigs tied on voodoo hooks. I really love those voodoo jigs. They are phenomenal. Extra strong. Have never snapped one off yet, or broken one yet. Their hooks are phenomenal. We end up tying our own hackle and our own feathers off on them. But you can also go on their website and buy them already made. Alright guys, I'm going to do a couple more just to keep showing you so you get the basics on it. But this is how it's done. It's very easy. Anybody can do it. All you need is the spawn netting, some eggs, and some Atlas Mike's magic thread, and you're good to go. Also guys, I should have said this earlier, but the best thing, one of the good things about the Pautzke fireball eggs is that you really don't have to add anything to them. They are already ready to fish right out of the container. So you tie them up in this netting and it's ready to go. Really no need to have to cure or use borax of fire on it, anything like that. You can add a little anise or scent, or even some brown sugar to the eggs, but you really don't have to. These things fish so well that, I mean, the fish smell it and they find it. And in a couple weeks, I promise you, there'll be more videos from our fishing trip, and I'll prove to you how great these egg sacs really work. So guys, let's do 2 more real quick, and then I'm going to end this. I appreciate your guys' time. Please comment with anything, and I mean anything, that you guys think I can work on. Because like I say, this is my first how-to, and I'm really just trying to get this out here so you guys learn and see how I do it. Everybody's different. A lot of guys do it different. But this is the easiest way that I've found that works for me. Snug it, couple wraps around, snug it again, and pull. Very easy, very effective. They just plain work, guys. Alright guys, I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Until the next video, Joe, this is Joe with at Nothing But Net Outdoors. I thank you. Have a great one.